For the first time in 31 years, the end is in sight for Egypt's emergency law. It has long prohibited access to basic human rights. Despite demands for its removal, the law continues to result in the arrest of many. France 24 has the story.
Military rulers decided to partially lift the state of emergency, but they left in place a clause stating it could be applied in cases of thuggery, without really spelling out what this meant. And many people have been arrested subsequently.
But some wonder what the expiration will mean for those still facing charges for breaking the law. A reporter for Al Jazeera says the expiration was cause for Egyptians to celebrate, but questions remained over how to deal with those accused in the special security courts established under the laws. The reporter adds at least 6 cases were referred in 2011 and 2012 to these exceptional tribunals. What's going to be the fate of these trials? It's not uncommon for countries to enact a state of emergency. A blogger for foreign policy says the problem with such a law is that over time it actually becomes a part of the culture. States frequently impose state of emergency over part or all of their territory in response to crises. But in some parts of the Middle East and North Africa, states of emergency can become virtually the norm for decades at a time. Such a norm might be a problem when Egypt's parliament looks to approve the military council's decision. The Washington Post reports that the generals have made no mention of extending the law as a responsibility to its people, but says the expiration of the law does not mark the end of the state security tactics that human rights activists call heavy-handed. The military, for example, retains the authority to prosecute civilians in military tribunals. 75% of Egypt's parliament is Islamic. This composition makes one contributing writer for Egypt Independent confident the government will consent to the law's removal. The Muslim Brotherhood and to a lesser extent Salafis were the primary targets of arbitrary police arrests under Mubarak, and so their motivation for reinstating it and giving wide powers to the Interior Ministry is slim. According to Egypt's constitution, parliament members have 15 days to decide on the fate of the law. For Newsy, I'm Megan Murphy. Multiple sources, The Real Story.